boy, oh 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 boy. It's here. It's finally here, and I am so excited. Hello, everyone.
Hello, my love. Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Hi,
Mina.
Love One Zaruk, Miles Zaruk, George Zaruk. Hug.
Hello, everyone. I'm Zaruk Windcaller, Guardian of the Forest of Memories. I'm a variety streamer who plays games with a strong memory connection to me and my community, but y'all already knew that. I'm super excited. We are finally here with Iron Nest, and I am just like, what can I say? It's here. I'm excited. I cannot wait. Like bleh.
I cast explode.
Yeah, literally, just bleh. That's how excited I am. I'm so excited, and I want to get started right now. So we're gonna, yeah. So, y'all know the game. I was one of the beta testers after all. Ooh, the watch got a new design. Ooh. Sorry, y'all can't see it. I'm blocking it. But yeah, the watch got a new design now. It actually has, like, tons of timers on it. That's cool. Anyway. Oh, look at that. All-time kill high scores. I forgot. They added a bunch of people now. Challenge mission high scores. That's cool. All right. So, let's get started. Calibration fire. The Iron Nest has been commissioned. Pre-operational ranging is required before active deployment. A target has been designated by High Command for calibration purposes. Confirmation of fire accuracy is the sole objective. Copy that. I'm so excited. Like, I am so excited. Read, measure, calculate, load, rotate, elevate, fire. Yeah, we know the deal. We know the deal. All right. Let's see. Iron Nest is operational. Calibration fire is ordered. Clutcher firing. Yeah. There's my position. There's the target. Okay. All right. We are at H3 5x5. All right. It's already been marked. And our target is at Q4 4-2. There's our target. Bearing 85 by 7, 85.7 foot and 8.88 kilometers. All right, we can work with that. I remember everything from the beta test, so let's see. Input distance to target. Is 8.88 kilometers. Want 2 powder charges. Basically, if it's over every time it's over a 5 kilometer increment, we need to increase the powder charge. Castile. Glory to Castile. All right. Got that. So. All right. There's our elevation. So let's go ahead and do that now. Oh, we got to load it first. Okay, fine. All right. Load the H. How's the volume, by the way? Is it okay? I'm gonna make sure y'all can hear me, you know? All right, load it. 2 powder charges. Ram those suckers in. unloaded. All right. Elevation is 53.28. So. Stand by for firing. Perfect rotation! Got it. Elevation set, 53.28. Elevation is set. Bearing 85.7 degrees, so. Perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! This is taking too long. No such thing as a false flag. Castile would never. This is a calibration test. Alright. Fire mission confirmed. HE. Shell type. HE, like I said. Bearing 85.7 degrees. Elevation 53.28. Gun armed. Stand by to fire. Stand by blast shields. Stand by. 3, 2, 1. On the way! Shell on the way. 20 seconds till impact. 15 seconds till impact. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact now! Ceasefire! Ceasefire! Yeah, target destroyed. And we also took out a friendly hospital, but that was actually the point. So, calibration confirmed. Iron Nest is combat ready. Stand by for operational orders. Quarters are located below. Retire to your bunk and stand down for the night. Glory to Castile. Glory to Castile indeed. Oh shit, the gun. Hold on. Looks like we blew a gasket. I don't like how loud, moaning and groaning the guns are. We just test fired them. How are we already having problems? I mean, well, sorry, the guns have been tested. We're calibrating them. We shouldn't be having issues already. Oh well. And here's my freaking coffee maker, which, as Maple will tell you, is one of the most BS things out there. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, there's your shower. Yeah, your sink. Your toilet. But yeah, that's your shower, by the way. You just gotta stand there and... yeah. I guess that's the water tank. I hope... I mean... does it recycle the water, or do we have to get that filled up every so often? Ugh. Got another little sink over here, a small rain. Oh, wow, there's an oven in here. How about that? That's cool. We got our own little oven. There's an oven, a 4-range stove. Kitty! I've got a cat! Okay, the cat needs a name. What shall we name the cat? Cat needs a name. I'm taking suggestions. Otto, that's a good one. Otto, let's see. George. Well, yeah, I guess we could name him George. You know what? Yeah, let's go with George, but we'll call him George the Second. Because nobody can replace George. Wait. Kitten? Oh, you can make it a kitty! Okay, so you can make it a kitten or a full-grown cat. That's adorable. No, let's make it a full-grown cat, because if we make it a kitten, it's gonna get lost and get hurt. So, general hat. Yes! There you go. Let's give you blue eyes so we know where you... Well, actually, no. George has green eyes. There you go. You have green eyes now. We have gold fur. Probably not. I don't know of any yellow cats, so... There's a Garfield. Well, that's a tiger. Looks that. There's Garfield. I guess we can go with this. That makes him look Siamese, but it's all right. All right, head round. What do you mean head round? Oh, you can make his head. Oh, I see. How like round do you want his head to be? Okay, that's fine. Square. You're fine the way you are. Ears round. That's fine. Pointy. You're fine. Nose, snout. You can make his nose. Oh, you look like you got stung by a bee. No, we're not gonna do that. He looks like he got stung by a bee. No, we're not gonna do that to him. Hang on. That's fine. Cheeks, pointy. Well, it'd be better if he was looking at us, but it's okay. There you go. Back up. You're fine. Yeah, you look fine. You're good. George the Second, everybody. Good kitty. Whoop. Can I pick up the cat? Yes. Yes. You can pick up the cat. You're coming with me. Now. There you go. Kitty. Whoop. Okay, well. That's fine. Just be careful, okay? And he's clipping through the floor. That's fine. Just don't break anything, okay? Oh no, he's going for the coffee machine. Oh no. Now, hold on. Kitties don't drink coffee. You don't need that. Or, okay. You're fascinated by the gauges. Okay, well, that's fine. Just sit there then. I'm gonna go to bed. Sleep. Monstrous strike on Mercy Ward. Anti-monarchist detonated a wait, hold on. I gotta do my propaganda voice that I did for the trailer. Anti-monarchist detonated a bomb in the hospital's entire entry courtyard, murdering 163 and maiming over 300 citizens. A brutal atrocity meant to shatter the very heart of Castile. The attack occurred during visiting hours, which has been described by the king as particularly unsporting. Glory to Castile. Hey, Sai, how you doing, buddy? Oh, speaking of which, I have to give a shout out to Sai real quick. For those who don't know, I commissioned Sai to do the title card for Iron Nest, and I had to put the title of the game on it, but I do want to show y'all this, because Sai did such a good job. I'm also thankful he volunteered to be the target dummy. So yeah, this is our new title card for Iron Nest. With me and Amina manning the turret, while Sai volunteered to be our test dummy downrange. I also love how it says big target, shoot here, and then I don't know if y'all can see it. It says or draw 20. You goober. But yeah, this is an amazing picture. Thank you for volunteering. Is that what I'm doing? Don't worry, he's fine. He won't get hurt. If anything, it'll explode and just leave a little scorch mark on him. He'll be fine. And before anyone panics, don't worry. We spoil this goober, this kaiju who lives in the forest. So if he gets hurt, we'll spoil him. Don't worry. But he did volunteer. So, I mean, granted, we didn't tell him what he was volunteering for. He just volunteered. So, anyway. Nice. Just calibrating and duty fulfilled. We've got a medal. And then we got some punch cards. HE shells and star shells. Cool. Alright, next. Fire and light. Intelligence has identified an anti-monarchist element operating within the city. Separately, High Command has scheduled a celebratory illumination over the Royal Palace to mark the General's Peace Initiative. Iron Nest has been assigned both operations. Oh, you know, sure. Let's just use our brand new test weapon, you know, our brand new secret weapon to, you know, for something silly like that. Why not? Yeah, gotta get up. George II, maintain everything down here if you don't mind. Good morning, Iron Nest. Hostile element has been identified within the city. Triangulate the target position and destroy it. Coordinates HE only. Check adjacent typewriter for field reports. Your position, and here are our spotters' positions. Target 1, bearing, let's see. Got it. How's our shells look? Alright, cool, we're loaded up. Good to know. Alright, so, we have not changed our position. We're still in H3 5.5. Alright, our spotters. Spotter 1 is an N10 4x5.
Father, we launching war crimes at heretics.
Anti-monarchists, George. Anti-monarchists. But yes, we're still launching war crimes at them. Alright, N10 4x5. Wow, these guys are far away. Alright, N10 4x5. There's our first spotter team. Spotter 2 is at O2 0x6. Right? Let's see. O2 0x6. There we go.
This is an order.
How about we give those anti-monarchs a good scare? Sound the horn. Where is it? Is there a button for... Is there a horn? Where is it? Might as well have that turned on. Where is the horn? There's a pulley near the war table. Oh. Oh, this one. Okay. The Iron Nest marches to battle. Sound the machine spirit. Oh, that is so cool! That is straight up a Titan war horn. Are you kidding me? Do it again. That is so cool! They didn't have to do that, but they did. Do it again. That is so cool. They didn't have to do that, but they did. I'm easily entertained. I can't help it. All right, so. Anyway, gotta focus. All right, so. Bearing 106 from spotter 1. 106. All right, 106. And 41 and 041 from spotter 2. So 41 degrees from spotter 2. There we go. And there's our target right there. That's how you triangulate. Right. Target is right there. All right. So our target from our current position is, make sure we get this right, 66.1 degrees, 13.1 kilometers. Roger that. All right. Distance is 13.1 kilometers. 3 powder charges. And then, thank you. All right, there's our elevation. 52.4. Can't do anything right now because the gun's not loaded. So, HE shell load. Powder charge. Prepare. Load. Prepare the gun to fire. Perfect rotation! 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 Shout out to the Party Crashers and Vernius. I'm gonna be stealing that the whole time I'm playing this game. Love you, Vernius, but you've made it's a meme, so I'm gonna keep quoting it. All right, you're a nerd. Yes, I am. That's not news, bud. Also, so are you. Let's see, 52 by 4. All right. Distance, 13.1. All right, let's see. Elevation, 52. Let's see. Fire mission confirmed. Shell type HE. Bearing, 66.1 degrees. Set. Elevation confirmed. 52.04. Confirmed. Gun armed. Stand by. Lock. Stand by. Stand by to fire.
Question: what would happen if such a weapon platform exists in real life?
I'll tell you in a second. Stand by to fire. On my mark. 2, 1. Mark. So, what would happen if this thing existed in real life? It'd be bombed into next year. Like, it would literally just be bombed into oblivion. It's a literal walking battleship turret. It would be bombed with air targets. Yeah, priority target, hit with artillery and bombs. Impact. Now! Target hit. Target destroyed. Reconnaissance photos transmitted. 2 additional hostile elements have been identified in the photos. Destroy both before proceeding.
So in effect, Metal Gear level threat.
Not really. Hang on a sec. Let me finish this mission, and then I'll show you guys why this, as terrifying as this thing seems, it would be a joke when it was,
Either that or be bombed by airplane.
Yeah, that's what I said. Hit by artillery or bombed into oblivion. Yeah, I'll explain, after the level. I'll explain why something like this would literally be bombed into next year. Alright. We're gonna drop it right there, because if I'm right... Oh yeah, we'll be fine. Also, I'm sorry, flechette rounds?
Let's drone that sucker up. Bye-bye, Castillos.
Sorry, flechette rounds? Excuse me? The armor piercing, I understand. The high explosive, I understand. The high capacity high explosive, I understand. Flechette rounds. Flechette rounds with 800mm guns. Are we trying to shotgun yeah, you know what? We are. To put this into perspective for you guys, here's what this thing does. This is showing you how big the crater will be. That's how big the crater is on the map if it's an armor-piercing shell. Here's an HE shell. Here's a high-capacity, high-explosive shell. That's a flechette round. That literally wipes a grid square off the map. And for those who don't know what a flechette round is, it's basically a big shotgun airburst round. That thing will fly in, and right before it hits the ground, it'll detonate and throw metal darts in every direction.
Radio E receiving incoming transmission emergency access message. Recommend alert 1. Recommend alert 1.
Alert 1 recognized. Stand by. 68. Let's see, hang on. All right, you know what? Stop. You guys want to know what a flechette round does? Let me show you what a flechette round does. See, here's the thing. Flechette rounds are normally not used in long range. A flechette round is normally a direct weapon. Think of it like turning an artillery piece into a big shotgun. Let me show you what a flechette round does. Hang on. So let me show you what it does. So give me a second.
Soldiers used to
Let me show you what a flechette looks like. Just so you guys can get an idea. Hang on. So you guys can see. So, to give you guys an idea of what we're dealing with here. Now, granted, this is way bigger. Okay? An artillery piece will use way bigger rounds. But let me show you guys. So, these are flechettes. That is a shotgun shell. Those are flechettes. Now, imagine that. Imagine those, but bigger, mind you. And to give you an idea of how big these guns are that the Iron Nest fires, let me just give you guys an idea. To give you guys an idea, because I want you guys to see how big of a caliber gun we're talking about here. So, yes. Well, maybe not the size of a person, but still pretty damn big. And I would like to illustrate how big the guns we're using. The guns fired by the Iron Nest are 800 millimeters. Okay? So, for those of you who are from Europe or use the metric system, that's 80 centimeters. That's how big the rounds are, 80 centimeters across. 80 centimeters across. And if you want to know how big the gun is, or like you want a reference of what that looks like, I got you. Because only one gun in history has ever been that big. That gun. Ladies and gentlemen, the Schwer Gustav. A railway cannon. That is 800 millimeters of death. So damn big that you needed a custom railway carriage to move the thing. And we've got 2 of those. Now imagine the shells loaded into that thing throwing shrapnel, metal darts in every direction. Yeah, Thoughts was right. For context, the shells loaded into that thing were as big as a person. So your average person, and the shells are full of metal darts. Yeah, I'll just let that sink in. So yeah, terrifying. And hold on. So, which shot is that? What shot it? The 800 millimeter shells. This thing. you're looking at it, the railway cannon. It's a German weapon. Also, real quick, to get back into the spirit of things, because I want to show you guys something. Remember how I was freaking out saying these things wiped out, flechette round would wipe out a grid square? How was it powered? What do you mean? Okay, so remember how I said, y'all remember I said this thing wiped out a grid square? Like, a flechette round from the Iron Nest clears a whole grid square. You guys know how big these grid squares are? According to what I just looked up, on most modern military maps, a grid square is 1 by 1 kilometers. 1 kilometer wide, 1 kilometer tall. So these flechette rounds are capable of clearing a 1 by 1 kilometer of map. That means that if you are standing 1 square kilometer where a flechette shell from this thing goes off, you die. Plain and simple. No, Periwinkle, it didn't use any alternative methods. It was just loaded like a big gun and then struck. Let me show you. Here. That's the shell. It loads powder. That's where that thing right there has the powder charges in it. It's rammed in, and then it's just struck like any piece of, any big gun, basically. There's no magnets or any kind of coils or anything. Nope, just your standard firearm. Just really, 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 really big. And yes, Lich King's correct. The darts that are loaded into a flechette shell coming out of these guns would probably be the size of you. So if one of those hits you, it's going to rip you in half. But it won't be 1, it'll be 5 or 10 that are going to rip you apart. So, yeah, let that sink in. Anyway, we're not firing flechette rounds, we're firing HE. So, anyway, so let's make a quick calculation here.
Your hearing loss is not service related.
Yeah, your hearing loss is not service related. All right. 51.88. Okay. HE, load. Shell. Prepare the powder charges. Gun loaded. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Nice. All right. 51.88. All right. Fire mission confirmed. Shell type, HE, bearing, 68 degrees. Confirmed. Elevation, 51.88 degrees. Confirmed. Gun armed. Lower blast shields and prepare to fire. Stand by. Brace for shock on my mark. 3, 2, 1.
Then pay with your blood.
Fire! Time on target, 25 seconds. Time on target, 15 seconds. Stand by. Brace. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact. Target destroyed. Glory to Castile. Targets destroyed. Phase 1 complete. Second fire mission is now authorized. High Command orders Starburst over the Royal Palace. Star Shell only. This is a non-combat operation. Fire in the vicinity of the coordinates below. A ground observer will mark corrections directly on impact recon photos. Adjust and repeat fire until High Command confirms satisfactory burst. Alright, stand by. Alright, new targets. Alright. Ah, crap. Let's fix that. There we go. Alright, switch to star shells. Parachute delayed illumination shell. Lights the target area for scouting. Alright. Stand by for coordinates. Bearing 246 from spotter 1. Distance 6.37 kilometers from spotter 1. Alright? Bearing 246. .37 kilometers. Yeah, that's going to be off, but that's the point. Remember, they're going to guide us in. So, all right, stand by. That's a very short distance away. It's under 5 kilometers, for Pete's sake. Thank you. Check the bearing later. Let's load the shells first. Load. Star shells. Powder charge. Load. Service related. So what? This shell just creates a massive explosion of light in the air? Correct. Think of it like a flare. Remember, it's a flare deployed by parachute. It'll go up, and once it gets to a certain height, a parachute will open up out of the shell, and it will glow like with it'll glow with phosphorus, and it'll descend slowly like a big glowing light, basically. But with shells like this, it might as well be a freaking second sun, basically. Think of it like a big old firework, basically. Star shells are basically used to illuminate the area at night. All right, so remember, this is probably going to be off. All right, bearing 0.8. Wait. Okay, no, that's wrong. I'm glad I checked. Hang on. Yeah, I put it at 8 degrees. It's supposed to be 0.8 degrees. I think I checked. There we go. All right. This is why you always read off the instructions so you can catch yourself. All right. Fire mission confirmed. Star shell type star. Bearing confirmed. 0.8 degrees confirmed. Elevation confirmed. 52.56 degrees. Gun arm standby.
Imagine 800mm flashbangs.
Brace for shock on my mark. 2, 1. Mark! Time on target, 15 seconds. Stand by. Starburst. Now. they're saying adjust. Yep. Okay, so you can see the spotter is adjusting our shot. He says 3.27 degrees that way. So let's take where we shot and adjust. Oop. Right, so that's where we want to shoot. So now let me gauge the shot. Got it. All right, that's our new setup. All right. Load the star shell. 5.79. All right, we need... We're over 5, so we need 2 powder charges. All right. Load the charges. Ooh, wow. Okay, we gotta go this way. And my model just died. Hang on. Let me get this back up and running. 1 sec. All right, we're good. Should be capturing again. Make sure. Yep, we're good. All right, hang on. I don't know why I did that. Oh, well. Maybe the firing of the guns caused the camera to shake loose. Who knows? All right. 34.74. There we go. Elevation is set. All right.
Lost of model control is not service related.
Exactly. All right. Shell type, star, bearing, 326.7 degrees. Confirmed. Elevation, 34.74. Confirmed. Gun, armed. Stand by. Brace for firing on my mark. Mark! Shell burst in 10. And by 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact now! Fire mission complete. Stand down to further.
I think this calls for a little history lesson.
How many members would artillery crews usually consist of in both terms of both history, and how many crews should the Iron Nest realistically have inside it? So, that's actually a thing that's changed over time. You would think as time has moved on, artillery crews would get smaller. In fact, they've actually gotten bigger, depending on the piece. So, let's use an example. Self-propelled artillery, like the M109 Paladin, which is the mobile American self-propelled artillery piece, that doesn't require a very big crew. But a towed piece of artillery, like a 155 or a 105 or that kind of stuff, that's going to require a pretty big crew. Because you got to have people to, load it, to maintain it, to lock it up and drive it around. Let me actually check. Let's see. How many crew for an American 155 arty? So an M109 howitzer, like the Paladin, So the Paladin requires 4 people. The self-propelled gun requires 4. The M777, which is the 105 millimeter towed gun, requires 8 total personnel. Minimal operational crew of 5, but typically operated with a 7 to 8 person gun section. So you're going to need about, 8 or 9 people to man it. Now, would you like to guess how many people it took to man the railway cannon? Let's see. Because that required... you guys remember that railway cannon picture I showed you? That required 1,500 men to man. I will let that sink in. That railway cannon required 1,500. Here's what it says. Core artillery crew, 250 men, operating the technical system, loading the shells, and managing the firing controls. Labor and track laying force, 1,000 plus. Built the specialized parallel railway tracks and embankments needed to support the 1,350 ton weight. So yeah, you would need, it's not just the guys firing the gun, you need the support crew too. So now, how many would it take to pilot the Iron Nest? Well, most of the Iron Nest stuff is automated. We've got these big systems that load the shells in for us and manage all of that. That's... Oh, thank you. What's this? Thank you. Thanks. But that said, it would probably require at least maybe 5 men, maybe 6. So yeah, it would be very cramped in here. And down till further orders. Okay. Got a music track. That's neat. I believe this is the theme of the national anthem of Castile. Oh, come on.
Initiating sub-barrage.
Oh, hello! Latro, holy shit, thank you! 20 subs? Thank you so much! Yeah, sub-barrage, thank you so much! Truly, that means thank you so much. We got a level 5 hype train from that already, Jesus! Thank you for gifting a sub to Mike, Suicune, Apollo Anomalous, Deadpool, Pillow Mimic, Blueberry, Sturkio, El Red Pisco, Periwinkle, Antique, GL Woofy, Leoli 1, Mr. 501st, Foxboy, Player of Games, Pickleman, Stormer Plays On, Ruby Ink Fox, Fuzzy Henko, and Whirligig. Thank you so much. Also, this is where Zaruk mentions that, oh boy. Okay, so I got a surprise for you guys. If I am able to get to 80... probably, I don't know when it comes out, but I'm setting a goal. You guys can see the goal of like 110 subs. If I get to that, I will play the Warrior Cats game when it comes out. I know nothing about Warrior Cats, but I know the community is enormous. And I told Amina, and I stand by this, that if we get enough subs, not only will I read the books, but I will also play the game when it comes out. Again, I know nothing about Warrior Cats, but I know people love it, so I'm willing to give it a shot. Got my first paycheck from my new job as an apprentice electrician. Well, congratulations! Congrats on the new job. I hope it works out for you. God knows we need more electricians in the world. Yeah, congrats on the apprenticeship. You know, congrats. You deserve it. Anyway. Shush! Shush. All right. So what is this then? Wait a minute. I think I know what this is, actually. Have a good one, Jarrett.
You'd probably need a good handful of mechanics to keep this thing running, and a requisitions lieutenant for supplies.
Correct, you would. And I think I know what this is. I believe this is the theme song of Iron Nest. Wait, that sounds like... Sounds very... It's the same thing. Hang on. Ah, well. They're different songs. Okay. Well, that's cool. You can walk around the whole gun setup. That's cool. That's new. Look at that. Shush. Okay. Well, we're done for the day, so might as well turn in for the night. They got that song in Braille. Also, yeah, so our hype train has 1 minute and 20 left in it. Thank you very much, Latro. Seriously, you guys are amazing. Thank y'all so much. This means a lot. It really does. I know I say that a lot. I know I do, but I do mean it. This means everything, seriously. Who hooked me up? That'd be Latro who did that. All right. Well, wait, hold on. What the hell? In honor of the operators who reinforced Castile's supply lines through Patreon before August 2nd, 2026, Operator, you now stand before the names of the founding recruiters. They placed their faith in high command before the world had ever heard the name Iron Nest. Look at that. And before y'all ask, I am not on there, because I didn't know about the game. If I had, I would have backed it, but I didn't know. So, that's still pretty cool. Anyway, 25 seconds left on this hype train. Latro, thank you so much. Seriously. Thank you. Yeah, why is that... okay. Well, don't want to waste power. Also, for those who didn't catch it, this is George II. Kitty! Pick up the kitty. Put down the kitty. Honestly, this is a pretty nice setup for a one-man vehicle, you know? Anyway.
Meow.
Yeah, meow is right. Right. Complete with stock cat noises. Yeah, but it's still cute. Anyway, sleep. I sleep. Honk shoe. A night of celebration marred by atrocity. Aranwaz, November 17th, 1927. On an evening set aside to honor the general's continued pursuit of peace, the anti-monarchists reminded us all that no such pursuit concerns them. Their only correspondence arrives written in the blood of innocents. Also, this is extreme propaganda, if it wasn't obvious. This is all propaganda. Nice. Hey!
I'm escaping to one place that
hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Space!
Space! Dino King has escaped to space. Space! Alright. So this is Castile, or the map, basically. So, currently right now in 1927 in this world, Spain is in the middle of a civil war. There's the monarchist side and the anti-monarchists, basically. We represent the monarchist faction. Alright, let's see. Liberation. Anti-monarchist forces have maintained an occupation of Ciudad Real. High Command has ordered the city restored to the crown. Iron Nest has been repositioned to support the operation. Requisition procurement is authorized to meet operational requirements. When the war has been won and our march home begins, what awaits has not yet been revealed. What was won? What was lost? Will our deeds be remembered? Are they written on stone or in sand? Yeah, and this thing moves, by the way, in case it wasn't obvious. Also, I'm sorry, if this thing's gonna walk like a Titan, I'm definitely blaring war horns. All right. The city is to be cleared of hostile elements. Destroy 5 hostile infantry units within the designated urban sector. Note, requisition control is authorized for ammunition and powder charge procurement at your discretion. Be prepared. Spotter bearings are accurate to within 0.5 degrees. This margin rarely affects a fire mission. It may matter when bearings run near parallel or when several measurements compound. Request additional info if a solution seems uncertain. All right. This is done. All right, let's see. Right. All right, so let's get what we got. Infantry 1. Infantry 2. All right, we're going to go one thing at a time. So, first we got to change our position on the map.
This is an order.
Let's give the pseudo-titan a name. I still think we should name it Bertha. Well, it's got to be a Spanish name. Got to be a Spanish name. Yeah, it has to be a Spanish name. Also, we're about to have an ad start. So while we take this ad break, I'll let you guys pick a name. It's got to be a Spanish name. Remember, I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, we're back. So did you guys come up with a name? Let's see. Iron Lady, Chrono. Let's see. I was gonna suggest La Chancla. Fiero Tormenta translates to Iron or Steel Storm. Tormenta de Hero would be a little closer. I like Iron Lady. Because remember, you always name vehicles are named after ladies. Unless it's Battleship Bismarck. That was named after a dude. But it would be a lady. So I like Dama de Hero. Dama or Dama de Hero. Or Iron Lady. I like Iron Lady. I can do with that. Let's do that. We'll call her Iron Lady. I'm cool with that. All right. Well, this lady's got work to do. So, we are positioned at I-6, 5x3. There we go. Spotter 1 is at I-9, 8x4. I-9, 8x4. Spotter 2's L5, 1x3. The L5, 1x3. There we go. And then our last spotter is at D1, 7x5. Yeah, I'm doing well, Sir Graham. Thanks. Did you know about the writing on shells feature? I'm sorry, I can what? Also, I need to get more. Hang on. Both guns are operational now, which is nice. So let's see. Let's get some shells. How's our powder charge, by the way? 91 here. Yeah, we're good. We don't need more powder right now. Let's get some, let's order some HE shells. Let's start with 4. Requisition. I'm also going to add some AP shells to one of the guns. There we go. Nice. Thank you. All right. Let's get to work, boys and girls. Time to put warheads on foreheads. All right, target 1. Infantry 1, bearing 267 from spotter 1 and 291 from spotter 2. So let's see. 267. So, and then 291 from spotter 2. There's our first target. Right there. That's target 1. Target 2 is bearing 273 from spotter 2. And then bearing 358 from spotter 3. So right there, that's our second target. There we go. All right, and our final target is, now it gets complicated. 9.65 kilometers from spotter 1 and 4.81 kilometers from spotter 3. So here's how you do that. You break out this little doodad, and we measure the distance. So we need 9.65 kilometers from spotter 1. Do we do this? 9.65. give ourselves a circle. And then we go with spotter 3 and go 4.81 kilometers. And wherever they meet is where our target is. There. Now, it looks like they cross in multiple areas, but this one's off the map, so we now know that it's in here somewhere. Now, I know somebody would say, wait, Zaruk, there might be innocent people in those grid squares. Does it look like I care? This is artillery. Artillery of this size does not discriminate. If you're literally in the vicinity of the enemy, that's not my problem. Shouldn't be standing next to the assholes I'm lobbing shells at. Wrong place, wrong time, not my problem. All right. Yeah, we are the artillery. Make way for the king. King of the battlefield. All right. All right, so target 1 from our current position. Guilt by proximity, yeah. Behold, chat, gaze upon the map and the fields where I grow my fucks. Note that it is barren. All right. We're gonna mark our third target over here. All right, so now that we've done that, so let's start getting our cards for how we're gonna, for our shots. So first one is 7.59 kilometers. Copy that. 2 charges. Bearing to target. $290. Oh, by the way, these things, if you don't know what they mean, that's what this is for. So yeah, this is infantry. So we want infantry and we are firing HE. That's a lot of shell types, good lord. Alright, so. Alright, that's our first one. We're gonna put that right there. All right, next one is 5.2 kilometers. Bearing to target is 263.1. Perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! Right, 263.1. Same thing. All right, that's our second shot. And our last shot is 8.34 kilometers. There we go, 8.34 kilometers, 260 degrees. Still HE. And there we go. Those are our 3 shells. So, let's get started. Shell, HE! Shell, HE! Load! Same thing over here. Loading. And prepare to fire. Both guns are loaded. Both guns can be manually aimed at different elevations. We can't change the bearing, but we can definitely change the elevation. Perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! Shout out to Vernius. All right, 45 by 5.4, and the other one has to be 30 by 12. Got it. Okay, so here's the thing. The guns may have different elevations, which is great, but we are going to have to change the bearing when we shoot. So for now, we're going to set the bearing to the first target, which is 290 by 290 degrees, 290.7. So, oh, one more thing. While the turret is traversing like this, whatever you do, don't grab that wheel. If y'all are wondering why I said don't grab that wheel, well, this is a massive monster of a vehicle that is slowly turning toward its target. And if you grab that wheel, not only are you probably going to break your fingers, but you're also going to cause the gears to grind, which will damage the mech. So we don't want that now, do we? I think Castile would have my head for that. Right, set it to 290.7. And then once we fire the first shell, we will quickly, we'll quickly readjust and fire the second one. All right, let's see. Okay. Fire mission confirmed. Shell types, HE. Bearings confirmed. 45.54 degrees bearing is 290.7 degrees. This is for our first shot. Elevation confirmed. 45.54 degrees for the left gun and 30.12 degrees for the right gun. Guns are armed. Stand by. And we're going to lock both guns. Stand by. Oh, wait. Actually, no. We don't want to lock that one. If we lock it, it'll fire. We only want to lock this one. Fire! Right. No time to gawk. Got to get moving.
It's the grown-up version of sticking a stick between the spokes of a bicycle.
Exactly.
Tilda.
Shots out. Target hit. Nice. There goes the second one. Oh, look. That's our fourth target right there. Good to know.
This is an order.
Right on the shell, Kilroy was here before loading it. You got it. Okay, well, we hit the target, but we also hit a friendly. I would like to point out that those idiots were standing right next to the enemies, so... whose fault is that? Trick question, it's not mine. I'm sure that's High Command giving me grief for hitting an allied unit. Mind you, I'm not the moron who decided to park themselves right next to the enemy. Forward observers report a probable enemy ammunition cache across the river. Priority target designated. Conduct a recon flight over grid A or grid P4. Confirm the position and then neutralize the AP ordnance. Confirm. Got it. All right. So, yeah, grid P4. Let's call for an air scan. All right, grid P4. There we go. Oh, that's cool. You actually heard the plane fly over. That's sick. And look at that. Well, looky there. That's a priority target now. So, we're going to erase these lines right here so we don't get confused. And we are basically going to turn the gun. We have to basically get we've already marked the third target. Now we got to mark this one, which is going to have the gun turn basically turn backwards. So let's do this real quick. Now that has to be killed with AP ammunition. So I believe I loaded AP shells into the left gun. Let's see. Damn right I did. Armor-piercing shell, minimal bursting charge, minimal blast radius. All right, let's see. Kilroy was here. Yeah, I'm sorry, it doesn't look very good. Not much I can do about that. There you go. There you go. Kilroy was here. There you go. All right. So, let me get the calculations for this. Distance to target, it is 7.52? Really? Okay, yeah. You know what grinds my gears? What, ma'am? You, when you touch the wheel while I'm turning. Stop it. Yeah. Actually, pause. I got a question for you guys. How long... Let's take a guess. How long do you guys think it'll be until somebody anthropomorphizes the Iron Nest and turns her into a huge, like, busty, like, mech woman? Or, like, some kind of mech. Like, or a robot. How long until that happens, do you think? Like, how long do y'all think that'll take? I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. Must have already. Well, if y'all find it, you let me know. Otherwise, I'm taking credit for the idea. And if someone does it, she must be in Spanish dress. She must have ballistics, as Luis would say. And she needs to be a prim and proper lady that can literally throw shells kilometers away. All right, let's see. Remember, doesn't matter what the machine is, be it a ship, car, or an airplane, you treat it like a lady and it'll always bring you home. As Dr. McCoy would say. All right, let's see. Okay, that's our third one. We're going to put this down here. Let's load up. So, we're going to load an AP shell. Alright. Go. The other one's HE. Slam that puppy in there. Wait a minute. Oh shit, I'm glad I checked. I did that wrong. Yeah, I did that wrong. Yeah, I did that wrong. Hang on, I did that wrong. Yeah, I did that wrong. Glad I checked. I almost, I didn't get the right bearing for the AP shell. Hang on. Okay, how about now? Oh, nothing. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, nothing changes. Okay, well, all right. Okay, so. Let's see, 45, oh, 0.24. 45.24. And then bearing is 105.4. This is gonna take a minute. We gotta swing the whole gun around.
Father, it still says he...
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The shell type, it doesn't matter. That's just to help you. Shell type doesn't change anything. They're not different weights. Got it. All right. Remember, this is the left gun. The left gun has the, wow, that is a massive... Am I sure that's the right elevation? Yeah. Oh, nope. Hold on. Aha! It was not. 45.2. Or 1.2. There. Okay. So remember, the left gun's got AP in it, and that's what we're firing at the bunker. So then we're gonna have to spin the gun around to fire the fire HE. So stand by. Fire! Shell out. All right, let's turn this thing. Seconds. Gotcha, you son of a bitch. Got it. Okay. We got a message from High Command for that. Let's see. Cache destroyed. Well executed. 3 hostile infantry units remain in the urban sector. Complete their destruction in detail. Got 75 requisition for that, which is good. Right. Target destroyed. We've rotated the gun back into its proper position. All right. Elevation is 50.4. We need to fix that. So... Perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! Alright. 50.04 in elevation. There we go. Alright, this is the HE shell, so... Really hope there's no civilians standing next to that target, but if there are, oh well. The Iron Lady cares not for collateral damage. Right, lady? I'm glad we see eye to eye on that. Fire! Shells out. 20 seconds to impact. Target hit, and unfortunately a civilian was caught in the blast, but oh well. Not my problem. Alright, now, we now know the location of our remaining 2 enemy targets. We've marked one, here's the other one. Problem. As you can see, they are this one's out in the open, so we're okay. But target 5 is very close to a hospital. We don't want to hit that. So, we need to break out this thing. So we're going to put it right there. I need to check where I should aim. So remember, we want to hit. We don't want to hit that that hospital. So we need to aim right here. Yeah, we'll aim right here. Because that way we the crater will take out the crater should take out the enemy target without damaging the hospital. All right, so target 4 there. Target 5 is right. We want to aim right here. All right. And reminder for those who didn't see it earlier. As for what this thing is, this is a gauge, a shutter gauge that tells you how much of a crater or a blast radius your shells have. Case in point, this is armor piercing. It's direct. It goes straight down, pierces bunkers. This is high explosive and armor piercing high explosive. This is high capacity high explosive, and then whatever EQKE is. And this is a flechette round, which basically says, fuck you, to an entire grid square. And for those who don't know how big a grid square is, that is 1 square kilometer. Meaning a flechette round tells 1 square kilometer, fuck you, die. Which means if you were within 1 square kilometer of a flechette shell bursting, you die. Plain and simple. Which is terrifying. Anyway. That's a lot of fuck off with that one. Yeah, exactly. All right. So, first one is 6.67 kilometers. Bearing 271. 271.6. There we go. HE. We need 2 charges, which we've already got. Thank you. That's the first one. Now the second one is 5.21 kilometers away. Here we go, and that's 266.8. Copy that. Again, another 2 charges. Go. Alright, load the shells. Load HE. Load HE. Two powder charges. Load. Now, here's a quick tip for anyone who wants to get this game. Let me give you guys a tip. Unless something... Sorry. Here's a tip. Unless there's an exception, always start with the left gun. This game is going to get complicated very quickly. Better to remember to fire your left gun first and then your right, rather than mixing and matching and getting confused.
Really? Right in front of my salad?
Oop, that's a war crime. War crime alert. We got a war crime. There's no war crime in serving in the glorious army of Castile. Glory to Castile. Anyway, Izzy, how you doing? Oh, Izzy, want to see something cool? Check this out. I'm sorry, I'm easily entertained. Y'all know that. Let's see. Elevation confirmed for the left. Gun, arm, stand by. And fire. Perfect rotation. Perfect rotation. Perfect rotation. Fire! Target hit. Now, we spaced this one out so we wouldn't hit this civilian hospital, so let's hope it works. Got it! No civilian casualties either. Let's see. Sector cleared. Local garrison will consolidate from this point. Stand down until further orders. Nice. All right. It will stand down. Now, normally what should happen is that we should now have some kind of system to clean the guns, because after firing, those guns would be covered in cordite and debris. They need to be sponged out and they need to be cleaned. Every artillery piece, every modern artillery piece still has a wet swab go into it after every shell. So we should definitely have some kind of cleaning material. But I guess we're not doing that. Also, before we do anything, I want to stock up on shells real quick. So we need five in the right gun. How many in the left? That's one AP shell, one HE shell. Let's load another AP. And then, yeah, fill it up with HE. So. The reason I'm doing it now is because, and, you know, someone might think, wait, you're using all your requisition. Better to have all the shells loaded for tomorrow than us panicking and having to load more. The hospital may be standing, but everyone in them is shell-shocked to hell. Oh, absolutely. Anyway, hi, I'm surviving the morning heat. I'm glad to hear you're surviving. Honestly, at this point, that's all any of us can do. George? There you are. Come here. Good kitty. Why are you
If
can't...
you raspberry my belly, I'm biting you.
You can't read. Why are you sitting there? You can't read. Alright, let's get some rest. The Royal City reclaimed. Ciudad Real, December 19th, 1927. The Royal City is restored to the crown this morning as the general drives the anti-monarchist occupation from its streets. The city, His Majesty the King, was pleased to learn is almost majority intact. The Sierva autogyros delivered Ciudad Real with their observation abilities. Castile calls and you will answer. Glory to Castile. You conducted fire operations with minimal allied casualties, maintained exceptional average, sustained consecutive kills, and then completed the mission requisitioning only the minimum assets. Well, yeah, I called in more assets because I needed them. So I guess I got punished for that, for thinking ahead. Oh well. Castile is Spanish. We're in Spain. All right, let's see. So, for those who don't know, I actually I read this on the Iron Nest Discord. A gold arrow means it's a bonus mission. So this is a skirmish, basically. It has nothing to do with the story. Skirmish. Chill. Uncontested front. Enemy forces have been caught mid-resupply in an exposed position. No counter-battery threat's been identified in the sector. High Command has authorized engagement at Iron Nest discretion. No counter-battery fire, you say? Hey, Blue, 1,500 biddies, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you. For those who didn't hear me...
1,500.
Thank you so much. For those who didn't hear me say it earlier, if we hit 100 subs, I'll play that Warrior Cats game that's coming out. I don't know anything about Warrior Cats, but Amina's a big fan, and if we hit 100 subs, not only will I read the books, but I will also play the game when it comes out. So, just to let y'all know that. Anyway, so, yeah. No counter battery fire, you say? Well then, in that case, this is gonna be funny. If there's no counter battery fire, then,
Alakablam!
yeah. You do remember what happened last time with that. Flashbacks to Balin. Okay. To be fair, though, Balin sucked. I honestly think that since this Warrior Cats game is probably being made by fans, that it's going to be at least decent. And besides, I'm not going to... I don't even know when the game comes out. But I'm not going to play it unless I get 100 subs. Or... if we get closer, I might raise it. Who knows? But the point is, actually, let me see when that comes out. Fall 2006. So, a few months, I guess. Actually, wait, it's on Steam. When does it come out? Yeah, to be announced. So, we don't know yet. Anyway. Yeah, no counter battery fire, which means we basically take our time. Nice. Chill mode. This is a replayable sandbox mission. There's no end and there's no objective. Wait. If there's no end and no objective, do I get requisition for doing this? Like, do I get supplies for doing this? Because, I mean, if I'm getting nothing from this, why would I do it? Hang on. Blue, thank you for the 5 subs. Which me? Oh, that reminds me. I forgot. Okay, so Latro, if you're still here, this is for you too. Like I've said before, if y'all gift 5 or more subs, I have to draw y'all a picture. So let me break this out. Oop, that's not it. This. Okay. All right, Blue, what do you want? Same thing to you, Latro. I can doodle something. I'm not very good, but I will doodle something. Hey, Nebula. What you doing right now? Playing Iron Nest, but I got gifted some subs, so now I'm gonna doodle on OBS and make a doodle to thank people. Let's see. Also Blue, thank you for gifting a thank you for gifting a sub to Grinex, Dolly Beyond, Red Mage, Clearly Not Epic, and the Modular Doll. That's Andrea, by the way. The Iron Nest Kitty. Oh, you mean George II. Okay, oh god, I'm not good at drawing cats. Let me pull up a thing here. I'll draw his face. Hang on. Yeah, that'll work. Let's see. Take my money. Well, please don't spend beyond your means, please. All right, let's see. Okay, so let's see. Can I draw? Gotta draw. I can't draw a perfect circle with a mouse, but I'm gonna try. I have failed. That is god awful. Hang on. That is god awful. 1 second. Let me stabilize my hand here. God. Okay, good enough. Let's see. All right. Okay. He does have a big head, so hang on. Ah, no, that doesn't look good. Hang on. Like I said, not an artist like Amina, so bear with me. Would you rather me give it a big corporation? Fair. You know what? Fair. You're right. All right, so let's see. And then that's generous. Meanwhile, I just finished 2 Warhammer miniatures. Nice. How you been, Nebula? It's been a while since you've been here. Hope you're well. Let's see. So let's give him. It goes a little bit longer. Chilling with a portable AC. God. Nice. Let's see. Let's see. Give him some. He has green eyes. Wait a minute. What am I doing? What are you doing, Zaruk, you moron? You know what to do here. There you go. Here's George II. Sorry, it's not great, but I think it looks okay. There you go. You happy with that, Blue? Like, yeah, like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, basically. All right, cool. Got the Tau Codex, too. You should talk to my buddy Jarrett Lucario. He's a big Tau fan. All right. Now, back to the game. Okay, yeah, if I'm not getting anything from this, like, if I'm not getting any requisition or anything, yeah, they're just giving me requisition, so nah, back to the main game. What the? Oh, right, that's the command chair. Back to the map. Yes. I have no interest in doing this, because I don't think I get anything for it. All right, so. Counter battery. Enemy forces have deployed artillery across the river in response to recent operations. This was anticipated. Iron Nest has been cleared for active engagement under direct fire conditions for the first time. Now, I would like to point out that as big and tough as the Iron Lady is, she's not invulnerable. And considering we're talking World War I and, like, interwar level tech here, what were you doing before Iron Nest? I just started this, like, almost 2 hours ago. Restore master power switch to on before. Oh, look, another CD. restore master power switch to on before proceeding. Enemy forces have deployed artillery across the river. Prioritize them. Uh-oh. Did it? Ah. There we go. Counter battery timer will commence once first shell lands. Got it. All right. That's our position. And then here are our spotters. We'll go from there. Yeah, Iron Nest is a long... Hello? Where the heck did this come from? Dear Iron Nest, while advancing, I fell into one of your footprints outside Ciudad Real and twisted my ankle. While I was trying to climb back out, a shell landed where my squad was standing. I am now the only one left. I can still hear them. I don't know if I'll ever stop hearing them. Everyone keeps telling me I was lucky. My mother would have said it wasn't luck. She would have said God put that hole there to save me. But God didn't put that hole there. You did. Tomas. Are you blaming me for your squad dying, or are you thanking me for saving you? I'm a little confused. Also, how the fuck did you get on this top secret machine? Ah, whatever. Not one of your shells he's referencing. Okay. All right. So we are position I-6, 5x3. There we go. All right, next, spotter 1 is at R9, 5x9. So across the river. Well, almost across the river. R9, 5x9. There you go. Spotter team 1. Spotter team 2 was L4, 1x8. There we go. And then spotter team 3 is M1, 1x4. Got it. All right, now let's see what they've reported in. All right. There's the first position. There we go. Check our shell. Oh, we got no shells. We need to load up. Let's see. HE, star shells, powder charges, scout plane, AP shell, incendiary shell. Incendiaries? Incendiaries. Ignite a fire on impact, medium radius, chance to spread. Excuse me. Hey, Roland Bell, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Zaruk Windcaller, guardian of the Forest of Memories. I'm a variety streamer who plays games with a strong memory connection to me and my community. And welcome to Iron Nest, Heavy Turret Simulator. Glory to Castile. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for trusting me with your community. What were y'all up to? Can someone give Roland a shout out, please? All right. Voices of the Void. Everyone keeps telling me I should play that. All right, do you guys... You know what? Fine. I'll load one incendiary shell. One. Just so we can see what it does. Did a bit of Voice of the Void after finishing Crash Bandicoot 3 a bit faster than expected. Nice. Load up one gun. Yep. Switching. We're gonna load an AP shell into the other, into one of the guns, into the right gun, just in case we need one. Alright, that's set up. Let's see. Oh, and because I have to, I know nothing about this game. So, Roland, basically, it's a giant turret simulator. This turret is modeled after the Bismarck, after Battleship Bismarck's turret, but the guns are 800 millimeters, the size of the railway guns from World War II. All right. Let's plot some. Let's put some warheads on foreheads. Position 1. 226 degrees from spotter 1, or bearing 226 from spotter 1, and 58 from spotter 2. So 226 from spotter 1. There we go. And 58 from spotter 2. Right there. There's our target. Right there. Right next. 177 from spotter 1 and 80 from spotter 3. So 177. And then 80 from spotter 3. There's another target right there. And I agree, Dino King. It is only good manners for a lady to introduce herself to her tank party, or her dance partners. And this lady needs no introduction, but she's still gonna make one. All right, last target. Or at least right now from what our spotters have found. Distance, 5.4 kilometers from spotter 3 and 4.7 kilometers from spotter 1. All right, so we want distance. 5.4 from spotter 3, so we break out our distance measurer. 5.4 kilometers. And then we want 4.7 from spotter 1. The problem is they cross at 2 points. So it could be here, or it could be here. My money is here. They wouldn't put 2 artillery positions in 1 grid square. That's wasteful. You want to spread out the artillery. My money says it's right here. But, just to be sure, I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to keep the I'm going to keep the circles lit up. If we're wrong, then I'll fix it. There we go. A recon plan. Yeah, I could do that, but that'd be a waste right now. Hey, it's okay. It's no problem, Roland. Thank you for trusting me with your community. Go take care of yourself. You always come first. All right. Time to put some warheads on foreheads. Position 1. We're gonna make this position 2 because we're just gonna slow. That way we only have to move the gun in one general direction rather than like going back and going down and then backing it up. There we go. All right. Now remember, until the first shell lands, they're not gonna engage. So. Sec. area on the map looked really suspicious. Launch a plane. Well, at least we know we were off. Target's right there. Now we know where it is. Wait a minute. That seems off. Hang on. Lady, I haven't even fired you yet. Calm down. I know you're eager. Calm that machine spirit. All right. Oh yeah, she's really eager. She's already bursting her. She's already bursting steam everywhere. Oh, ad playing. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's do it. Here's the thing. I don't know if these incendiary shells are going to take out the enemy. I'm sure they will, but, you know, I just want to be careful. So, first one is 5.74. 5.74 kilometers. That's going to be 2 powder charges. Bearing is 86 degrees. artillery. Shell type is incendiary. Alright, that's for target 1. And target 2 is 6.89 kilometers away. 95 degrees. And it's going to be HE. There we go. That's the second one, and the third one is 10.17 kilometers. 10.17 kilometers, bearing 112. Go. Set to 3 charges. It's got to be 3 powder charges. This will be HE. There we go. Thank you for the care package, Amina. I love you. All right. Hold on. My own little touch. Oh well. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. All right, there we go. Load. Oh, no. Load. Loading. Stand by. Powder charge ready. One, 3, 4. That'll be that's the HE round. There we go. All right, turn the gun 86 degrees. Oh, wow, that was just one off. Nice. There we go, 86 degrees, and then we'll turn it to 95 when we fire our second shot. But for now, talk to me, baby. What's wrong? Well, the creaking's kind of making me nervous. All right, let's see. .4, 86 degrees, and by. Oh, my sister-in-law is going to be on Hannity. Great. Who gives a shit? Anyway, I'm having too much fun. I don't care. Fire! All right. Quick, quick, quick. Perfect rotation. Perfect rotation. Target destroyed. Whole area is burning. Target destroyed. Granted, they know we're here now, so they're gonna start shooting back. Yep, they're shooting back. Counter battery, counter battery, counter battery. Yes, yes, I'm aware. I'm not blind. Oh, crap. Well, certainly not gonna sit here and let him take pot shots at my lady. Load. I guess, Izzy. I literally don't know and I don't care. Alright, loading. Loaded. And yeah, shells don't whistle. They do not. So, this is accurate. I'm gonna load another HE shell just to be sure. Whoa! Alright, that one was kind of close. Turn to 112.4. Too much, too much, too much, too much. Perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! Alright. Oh, that was good. I had it. Whoa. That sounded pretty close. 4068. Yep. Locked. Stand by. Fire! Guns out. Shots out. Stand by. Impact. Now! Counter battery assets destroyed. Consolidate the sector. Destroy remaining elements and stand by. Copy that. Oh, we still got a few targets to take out. Let's clear the map for now. I'm not surprised our spotters haven't ID'd other positions yet. There's one right there. So, at least we know there's one target right there. So... the rest of them are. How many targets did they say were left? 4 hostile units remain across the river. So that gives us all this area and all of this area back here. I need a recon mission. Hang on. Let's scout the area. Let's launch a plane to S9 and see what we can find. Iron Lady to command, Iron Lady to command. Request recon flight to position S to grid S9. No bearing required. Straight ahead. How copy? No joy, no joy. Nothing. Yeah, you're right. We could use the star shells. Iron Lady to command. Iron Lady to command. I need another recon pass at area at grid in 3. Repeat, grid in 3. Nothing. Where are they hiding that last artillery piece? It's just, I know it's just infantry, but I'm wondering where it is. That's the thing. Well, Blue's got the right idea. I guess we'll fire a star shell. We'll use the right magazine for it. We'll fire it right there. Star shell will burst and we'll see what we can find over there. For now, though... Oh, right. I forgot. The right gun's already got a shell in it. Damn it. Okay, well... That sucks. Hang on. Guess we'll have to order another one. Thankfully, they're dirt cheap. So... Alright, so... Target is 10.2... Alright, well the first one's 8.92, so... Set. Bearing doesn't matter in this case. This is for the star shell. Hang on. Yeah, this one's for the star shell. I'm actually going to make that... There we go. Right. The bearings are wrong, but again, I'll fix them. Don't worry. Loaded! Loading! Come on. Got it. Okay. Alright, remember the right gun has our HE shell loaded into it, so we're gonna fire that one first. Yep. Right. And fire. that gun's reset. Now we fire a star shell. And lock. Let's light up the sky. And God said, "Let there be light." Contact. Found him. Good call on the lights on the star shells, Blue. Got him. Now we know where 2 more of them are. How many were there left? 4? Yeah. All right. Let's see. There's 1. And here's the other. Hey, you guys want to do something really illegal? You guys want to do something really illegal? See, what I'm about to do is extremely, extremely messed up. But I also don't care. So, check distance. First one is 9.30 kilometers.
Enemy infantry, extra crispy.
Correct. All right. 77.9. First target. Yeah, I know it says star. Ignore it. All right, next one's 9.28. Bearing 83.1. Oh, yes. We are about to mess these guys up. All right. Yeah, did somebody say war crimes? To commit various war crimes. I will be wanted in multiple countries.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. It smells like victory. All right. First gun is 55.80. The next gun's 55.68. We'll be firing the right gun first because we're already at the right bearing. So. Fire! Perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! Alright. And... come on. Got it. Locked. Fire! Shells out. Uh-oh. Counter battery. Iron Nest is being ranged. Location of hostile assets unknown.
Let it be known here, folks. This is the moment the imp became trigger happy.
I know where they are, though. They're right there. We're gonna knock them out. I fell into a burning ring of fire. See, the good news is, because of that Lumen, that star show, we know exactly where the artillery is. I'm not worried about it. I do like the music for the set for the counter battery fire. Sounds really cool. All right. Man, if that's all you guys have got, this is gonna be over quick. Load HE shells to prepare to fire. Alright, let's get the distance. Distance 9.51 kilometers. Bearing 88.2. There we go. If that's all you guys have got, you're never gonna take down the Iron Lady. .77. Set. Let's get the last one while I'm at it. Oh, wait, that distance is wrong. That distance is wrong. 8.89. Alright, that's our third shot. For now, let's focus on the first two. Say, remember? Of course I remember Fuga. I beat all three of them on screen. I'm Uncle Zaruk, and those are my adopted children. Loading. Perfect rotation. Perfect rotation. Oh, too much. Back down. There we go. 7.6, and then this one needs to be 52.62. There we go. Stand by. Fire! Change position. Second gun locked. Fire! Also, wait, how many guns are engaging? Counter battery, counter battery, counter battery. Location of hostile assets unknown. Got that one. Ha! We're good. Counter battery ceased. One hostile unit remains across the river. No further threats are anticipated. High command is confident. I'm glad you are. So am I. Load. Yes, that's true, Scorpio, but also at the same time, you know, not just about, it's not just soft locking the game too, it's also the fact that you're sacrificing a child, which is really messed up. Seriously though, if y'all haven't yet, go play the Fuga games. Fuga Melodies of Steel 1, 2, and 3 are great. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Alright. Bye. Set. Fire mission confirmed. Shell type HE. Bearing confirmed. 90.7 degrees. Elevation 53.34 degrees. Lock. What do we say, lady? What I thought. Fire! Shell out. 25 seconds to impact. Stand by. Stand by. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact now! All hostile assets destroyed. Well executed. Sector is clear. Iron Nest is to stand down. Today is a good day. Florida Castile. Come here. Alright. Now I sleep. Honk shoe. Castile's Mechanized Wonder. Madrid, January 29th, 1928. Foreign observers stunned by Iron Nest's might. A new era of warfare, the general declares, as the world scrambles to respond to the unveiling. The general vows that the Iron Nest project is exclusively a preemptive, self-defensive measure. The Iron Nest, a shield, not a sword, the general insists. I did not build it to use it, the general stated. I built it in the hopes that I would never have to. Uh-huh. Sure. World press reacts. Extraordinary, alarming. What exactly is that? Yeah. Amazing, stupendous. The fuck. That's literally what it is. Extraordinary, like, you know, amazing, terrifying. The fuck. First reply, silence the counter battery. All right. Counter battery time, blah, blah, blah. Next. Iron Road. Valet de Mullah sits astride the supply corridor High Command intends to sever ahead of the coming advance. The garrison there is expecting reinforcements by rail. So, I'm confused. Do you mean the enemy garrison? Because if you are, you just want me to pound that garrison into hamburger, right? I think that's what I'm getting. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. What a day.
good, great, awesome, outstanding. Oh god, what is that? Please, Sturkio, stop mocking the iron nest. It's sensitive to bull. What do you mean? You blew one of its joints off.
All right. Train confirmed, entering corridor. Hang on. Let's see. The train will reach Valle du Mula main station at approximately 10 o'clock, 10:16, 50 seconds. Intercept before its arrival. Check secondary typewriter for train movement schedule. Oh, thank you. Jeez, I've got 5 minutes. Good grief. All right, we are at D309. Okay. Kilometers from station. All right. And the station is at J604. Hang on. J604. Let's see. So first waypoint A is 6 kilometers away from the station. So bearing runs 90 degrees. Yeah. Figured as much. So 6 kilometers away. All right. The second one is 4 kilometers away. The last one is 2 kilometers away. Wait, timeout? Hold on. Hang on a sec. Hold on. You want me to take the train out before it reaches the station? I understand that. Question. Is it an anti-grav train? Because the craters I'm leaving in the ground with these shells are going to rip the very ground apart. There is no way a train is going to get through those craters. So, yeah, exactly, Blue. So, why do I need to know the exact time and place? Like, I can literally just frag the entire train line. Or are you telling me that somehow that's not the case? Also, here's the other problem I have is that it gives you the times of when the train, of the various waypoints of the train. Okay, cool. But I don't know how long it's going to take the shells to be in flight. Usually it's 20 seconds or so. So I have to guess. I basically have to estimate and hope that the shells hit right as the train's getting to a waypoint. Fuck it. All right. Got it. Oh shit, I made a mistake. Hang on. I fucked up. Wait a minute. I fucked up. That's our first one. This is our second one. And here's the third one. Got it. Okay. I don't have any shells. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Fuck it. Load up with those high capacity HG shells. I'm gonna flatten this whole fucking place. And incendiary. Why not? I'm about to make you fuckers wish you'd never been born. .25. And you load that shell now. Clock's ticking, come on. So if the train's gonna waypoint A at 6 minutes 50 seconds, so I need to fire this at 6:20 because oh no, at 6:50, at 6:17 or something, whatever. Wait. Fuck it! Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, this is cutting it close. You might be off by a little bit, but that's a massive high-capacity shell. Kaboom! All in one go! Hell yeah! How about that? Look at that! Took it out right as it got there. Hell yeah! Well done, operator. Allied infantry hold the position awaiting your signal to commence the assault. 2 armored emplacements block their assault trajectory. Allied infantry cannot advance until they're destroyed. The armored emplacements require AP shells. Use your war horn located hanging to the left of the trigger console or to the back right of the map table to signal the successful destruction of both armored emplacements. Caution, signaling before you have completed your task will result in mass casualties. Man, I feel good about that. I nailed that. No reinforcements for you guys. All those, like, the train and the dudes inside just got vaporized, basically. All right. Now, they are not going to start the assault until we told them that they need to go. So, let's take a minute and do the rest of, and slow down. As Dylan Hollis says, let's slow down for a bit. I-5-2-1. And here I was getting all angry and huffy, thinking that that whole system was bullshit, and I made it look like a joke. Let's see. J4O-7. All right, there are spotters. Pillbox 1. direct hit on train, train completely destroyed, and tracks hit. So I guess we could have hit the tracks if we wanted to. Oh well. Better to just take out the whole train with one high-capacity HE shell. Anyway, we're gonna need AP shells to take out those pillboxes, so hang on. And yeah, we could have blown up the station blue, but again, we're trying to capture the place, not destroy it. We need that station. So all right. Let's see. Bearing 354 from spotter 1. Bearing 354 from spotter 1. Bearing 354. 4.17 kilometers from spotter 2. There it is. That one. Next, bearing 330 from spotter 2. And 0.56 kilometers from spotter 1. Wow, you guys are like right on top of that thing. Good grief. All right. Time to put some more warheads on foreheads, ladies and gentlemen. Distance 6.78 kilometers. First one. The second one is 5.74 kilometers. Got it. All right. That's an AP shell. Loading. Loading. Charges ready. Ram those suckers home. Perfect rotation. Ooh, not bad, Zaruk, not bad. 34.44. There we go. And then the other one is, ooh, yeah, right on target almost. Damn, I'm good. There. Okay. We're gonna fire the right gun first because we've already got it sighted. Gun ready! Fire! Come on. Here we go. the fuck? Where are you guys aiming? Seriously? That shot was way off target. Okay, well, whatever. We can adjust. Let's at least fire the other one. Fire. Gotta get some more AP shells. Got it. Target destroyed. Still gotta take out the last one. I wonder if they're gonna ask me. I wonder if they're gonna ask me to provide fire support for the other, for the rest of the operation. What is that? Ooh, what is that? That looks important. That looks very important. We're gonna do a little something real quick. I don't know what you are, but I'm gonna blow you to hell. Right. So first one is 7.5 kilometers. The next one's 5.87. All right. Load up with AP. That is, but the fact that it's marked with 2 stars means it's important. It's probably a headquarters detachment, I'm willing to bet. Which means we definitely want to blow it up. Sure, maybe we haven't taken out the defenses yet, but killing the headquarters? Yeah, that'll do a lot of damage. Because here's the thing, even if you take out the defenses, if the headquarters is still in place, they can coordinate defenses and work more effectively. But if we take out the headquarters and the defenses, well then, our job gets a lot easier. Perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! Perfect rotation! Alright. Gotta be 4230. Had to make that command center go bye-bye! Alright. This is 3522 for the second shot. Fire! Oh, that's gonna be bang on target. All right, shift. Perfect rotation. 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 Well, I heard that. That sounded important. Oh, yeah. That was important, all right. What'd I hit? Enemy commander destroyed. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Now we load the second shot. Let's take out that pillbox. Come on, hit. Got it. Nice shot. Pillbox destroyed. There we go. Iron Lady to command. Iron Lady to command. Pillboxes are removed, but stand by. We're not quite done here. We're going to clear out some of the defenses so it makes it a little bit easier for our boys. Stand by to move once you hear the lady. Once the lady sounds the clarion call to war. I don't know what that is, but it looks important. We're gonna blow it the fuck up. Actually, does it even say what that symbol is? Whoop. It is not, so I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, it's marked as a priority, so we're gonna take it out. Wait a minute. Hold on now. I got an idea. I got a good old orky idea. You see, boys, why waste multiple shells when you can kill everything with one? Weez drops this right there. We can kill two birds with two Umis with one big rock. Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's just a plain old good orky idea. This is gonna be fun. Behold, chat, as I make an entire part of a grid square disappear. Bye-bye. Again, I don't know what that is, but it's probably important. Five seconds to impact. Use go. Bye-bye. Kaboom! Haha! What was that anyway? Enemy. Oh. So I just did a war crime, and I didn't mean to. That was an enemy hospital. Yeah, that is a blatant violation of the rules of war. Yeah, you know what? Go get him, boys. Signal received. Commence the assault. Approach successfully cleared. Allied infantry advancing on Val de Mula. Primary objective complete. You may stand down. Optional, remaining enemy elements in the town are no longer a required target. Continued fire support is authorized at operator discretion. I mean... Nah, you guys can handle it. I'm done for the day. I've done my part. I've been more than generous with the shells I've been firing. You guys can figure it out. Yeah, slowly sweeps that under the rug. Yeah, that never happened. Is the yes, they're working on adding multiplayer. That's coming. That's gonna come at some point. And when it does, I totally want to play this with you, Sai. Heck, I want to play it with a lot of people. But for now, I've done my part. So, got your Orky all nice and warm for that hospital. All right. I sleep. Rebel relief derailed. My character thing. Madrid, March 14th, 1927. Railway experts report that supplies are significantly less likely to reach the anti-monarchists after the railway itself has ceased to exist. His Majesty the King congratulated the general and the army on their continued transportation reforms, describing them as an investment in a brighter future for all loyal Castilians, present and future. Intercept the Iron Road. Alright, what is our next thing? We don't have time, but I'm gonna take a look. What's our next mission? The Siege of Cartagena. Cartagena's garrison remains encircled, its breakout stalled by concealed coastal batteries. Command of the operation passes to Vice Admiral Mendoza. You're letting an admiral command ground forces. I don't think I need to tell you why that's a bad idea. But, sure, why not? You know what? Let's at least see what the good admiral has to say, shall we? This should be interesting. Operational command of the Cartagena engagement is transferred to Naval Command, effective immediately. You are henceforth under the authority of the ranking naval officer on station. Glory to Castile. Vice Admiral Mendoza de Iron Nest. Good to see you again. Cartagena has held, but barely. Anti-monarchist forces have the city encircled. The garrison cannot break out without us clearing the way first. Your primary targets are 3 high-value installations which are concealed from aerial photography. Field intelligence will provide their positions. Be prepared. 2 Vickers 580mm coastal batteries hold the cliffs overlooking the harbor. They are currently offline. When they will come online is not known. Counter battery timer will begin the moment they do. Note, spotter bearings carry a margin of error up to 0.5 degrees. This mission relies on chained measurements. Errors compound with each link in the chain. Got it. Concealed from aerial photography. All right, let's look at the map at least. Oh, damn, you weren't kidding. They've got the whole area encircled. And it says there were two 580mm coastal batteries. Well, that's something to think about, ain't it? But sadly, as much as I would love to keep playing, I'm sad to say we are out of time. I do want to play more of this, and I will. But for now, I'm afraid we're going to have to call it here. But again, this game is so worth it. I knew it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be awesome. And I'm so happy that it is. So I'm glad you guys enjoy it too. That said, we are going to go raid someone tonight. Let me see. Is there anyone playing Iron Nest? Maybe there's a VTuber who's playing, so we can go support them. Is there anyone playing? Like, this game has got a lot of people have bought this game already, which I'm happy about. Sorry, I just noticed Zach Hazard is playing the game, and he just wrote on a shell, "Hold this." I forgot. I need to come up with funnier shit to write on the shells. Hold this. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's go raid someone who's playing Iron Nest tonight. Let's see. All right, I don't know who you are, but you're playing Iron Nest, so you're cool with me. Avali Varu. We're gonna go say hi to them. All right, let me get this raid set up. Give me a second, everybody.
I'm glad you're enjoying your time here. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
There we go. As all, oh, hold on, we're not done yet, but I'm getting set up real quick for this. Oh my God, you're drawing penises on your map. Shame, shame. Castilian troops don't do that. Regardless, I hope you all had fun tonight. I've been Zaruk Windcaller, and remember that the memories we make in life, good and bad, make us who we are. Don't trade them for anything. I love you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow for more Escape from Ever After. Have a great night. Bye-bye, and glory to Castile.